power conditioner here, which is this. The Mac, so this is mine, but this is pretty much what yours is gonna look like. And then, I mean, it's exactly gonna look like this. And then we have the Ultra Studio Recorder 3G. That's this here. This is the mini analog to SDI converter, mini converter. Ultra Studio Recorder, right? So Ultra Studio should be labeled pretty well. The Pixie, which this is what I brought, that's actually just mine. So this is the time-based corrector. So when you see TBC, time-based corrector, it's also Pixie FS, which this should say Pixie FS on it. So real quick, and this comes with its own power as well, which actually might fit here. So we left out there.
Okay. Here we go. The TBC plug.
Yeah, there we go. I did not anticipate that thing. There we go. Okay, so notes to Siobhan, to your future self, is that don't really know that I love this bag because a lot of times if you want to zoom in here about how like these just don't seem to line up. Right now we're having an issue where this is the only way I was able to put the power conditioner on the bottom here, but there's this like weird lip here that is like built into the thing where even if I put it like this into the power conditioner, it's gonna get in the way of, of this. So then, and I can't put it in the back either because there's not enough space, but yeah, then I can't lift this up.
You could put one of those, isn't there an extender thing you could get?
Could
to put,
potentially.
yeah.
For right now, I mean, you guys have this UPS here, which I think is great to have anyway, but so that way it's supposed to be like if the power went out, you could still continue digitizing. So
Yes.
I do recommend that for folks. So we're just gonna plug it into there for now. I'm gonna show you, I've already fixed it so that it goes, it has the input and the output that we want on it, but it is a really obnoxious internal switch on the circuit board in here.
Yes.
But it's actually, it seems intimidating. I made a video of it too, but I will show you guys just what you have to do, and it's actually pretty easy. And then actually that screwdriver you had will come in handy for this one. But first, just kind of powering this up, I'm gonna hook everything up according to this, and hopefully it'll make more sense. So we do have I already have the SDI, I have a short SDI cable connecting with, and these are BNC connectors, but this is a SDI cable. So there's a digital video signal coming through here. And the digital signal is coming from the analog to digital converter into this. And then this is going to go into your laptop. So it does need a very high, for video, it needs to be a high powered machine. So it needs to have at least 8 gigabytes RAM and 1 terabyte of internal hard drive space, which this does. Here's the S-video.
The computer lab.
You can see the
computer was
large white bit at the top here is going at the bottom. Actually, you'll see the hole that it should, the large white hole at the bottom there is what that should fit into. So this little indentation goes on the top then. Bits in the top, there we go. And you just kind of back and forth a little bit to get it in there nice and snug. Then we've got our audio, which these are RCA. Red is right. The other one is the left channel. So then we're doing output, always output. So red can go into red.
Well,
Try and get in there as good as possible. The left, as good as we can there, I guess.
but
There we go. All right.
right.
And then it gets plugged in to red R analog. There we go.
What I'm getting paid to do
Left
is
channel right there.
digital archives and
Okay,
libraries.
so that's that. The video signal's getting sent into the Pixie.
Housed here,
Supposedly the
and I've
Pixie
done this job
is
for
taking it, correcting it, and then the video signal is getting sent out and into the mini analog converter. Y, C, S video, Y, S video, C. So it's in to here. The analog is being converted to digital, and then the digital comes out via SDI into our SDI box here that then gets pushed into Thunderbolt 3, which then we are connected to this Mac and search for the mini converter. So there it is, mini converter analog to SDI. Really what it's doing is just finding the most up-to-date version of the software, which actually I think is now down here. Yeah, so you just have to scroll once you do that. Mac OS X, download. So we downloaded desktop video, Blackmagic desktop video, the most recent version. And then we, part of what you get with that is this is under system preferences. So if you go to Apple System Preferences, this window will pop up. This little Blackmagic desktop video at the bottom will pop up as well. Before what we saw was this. It's a no desktop video device. Now it's so I plugged it back in, but I think I just have to restart the software. There it is, okay. So this is the Ultra Studio Recorder 3G. Should be popping up here. We need to make sure that it has SDI, which it does have that selected, and save that. One thing we did also have to do actually to make sure, I forgot that we did this, was that in security and privacy, there was a little, and we had to unclick this, use our password or fingerprint to unlock the lock. There was a little message that was here that said something about like, do we want to allow Blackmagic to make changes on your computer or something like that. So all I had to do was click allow, and then I clicked the lock to lock it so no more changes are made. I had to restart my computer. I think that was pretty integral to making it work. So then this could pop up and I could actually see it communicate. So that's when we were communicating that's how we made this happen. Then, okay, we're communicating. We think we have everything plugged in correctly. We go to Applications, Blackmagic Media Express then is the capture software. We're in the log and capture window. And then it took a while to make sure that we had everything plugged in correctly as far as the dual BNC, but this seems to be the way to go, where the S-Video Y, or the luminance, was the yellow, and then the C is the black from the dual BNC S-Video, and then we just have them coming out via BNC here to go into the mini converter. This is the analog to digital converter, so it's coming in here. Got S-Video Y, S-Video C, so you just have to make sure that you have those match up. You're plugging them into the correct one. Then we also need to have these little switches switch, so we just use like a little, whatever this is, paper clip, to switch the switches down. So this is in the manual, but we'll just let you know if you're doing S-Video in and out, then you want the 5 to be down, the 4 to be down, and the 1 to be down. And all the other ones should be facing upwards. And then this is the audio plugged in here directly from the deck here. So these are TRS. The right is the red, and then the left analog. And then everything's good here. And we would be able to capture and stop capture and open that reveal in Finder. There it is. We'd rename it or whatever. There it is. Great, yay.